All right, so this real nigga of the week, we will combine it with a they need their ass beat.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so real nigga of the week. This is from Shake No Fries. He got this one random nigga. I did some research. I wasn't sure on who this guy was.
Yeah.
His name is Louis Vuitton Fly.
Uh-huh.
So apparently, he made a do-rag store. I don't know whether it was in LA. I'm assuming it's in LA. But he made a do-rag store.
It was not. Huh? I don't think it was in LA because he had to fly out there.
Oh, he flew out there?
Yeah.
All right, let me read the caption. It said, had to spin the block right now just to make sure all my ops out of business.
All right, so go ahead and tell us what you found out, and then I'll tell you what I found out.
Okay, I think you found out more than me because I was just basically wondering like who this nigga was. I just found out she stole the idea from him for the do-rag store.
That might be possible, but I'll say this: when I don't think that was necessarily the case. When she opened the store, he went and dropped bread there.
Oh, okay.
He spent a lot of money. He posted pictures and there was something else.
One of the people that got her popping.
Yeah. Like he pretty much influenced the store becoming as big as it did, right? So then something happened with his mother. So he reached out to her and he was like, "Yo, can you help me by sharing, this GoFundMe or whatever it was that he was trying to promote so that he could help his mother?" And she ignored him. He hit her again. She ignored him. So he was like, then she posted a picture of him leaving the store with bags of do-rags, I'm assuming, and was like celebrating the shit when someone spends this much money or something like that with you. And he was like, "Yo, I think it's kind of fucked up that you can't share what I needed for my mom, but you'll use that to try and propel yourself. Please take my picture down."
Okay, so that made perfect sense.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so him, and I think like Guap Dad 5000 was the ones that like really got her popping. So the nigga, he went out to LA. She tried to paint the store red too. She tried to completely rebrand that shit. So this Shake No Fries, real nigga of the week, bro. And let's go ahead and get more into detail what's going on. So around, let's say maybe a year ago, probably a year ago, this one young lady, what's her name? Atira Lyons. Mm-hmm. All right, she made a storefront where she just pretty much just like do-rags and whatever, man. Yep. And a lot of people, it was like segregating to where everybody like, oh man, this is like a bad business. And honestly, what do you think about a do-rag store? To me personally, it doesn't sound like
it's not sustainable. It's not realistic at all. So one thing is this. When I saw it, I'll be honest to say, I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't knock it because I don't know LA's market like that, right?
Exactly.
So I can't gauge what people are willing to spend on Melrose.
I do know this though. And me and you seen this personally when we went to LA. Most of the shit on Melrose is expensive as fuck.
Yes.
You gotta think about what stores they got on Melrose. They got the Bape store, Supreme. Yep. They got Tyler the Creator store on there. It's some money making motherfuckers on Melrose. So you gotta think just off that Melrose rent is expensive as fuck. It gotta be. So she had to be spending like maybe
thousands of dollars,
$4K a month on this store.
Man, I imagine way more than that, bro. Yeah. I imagine way more than that because any small store you think of is still dependent on like not to say dependent, but online sales are able to influence that. You get what I'm saying? So if they have a one off day, it doesn't kill them. If Atira Lyons is not selling online like that, because I just can't see how you could market $100 do-rag, $80 do-rags, a $50 do-rag even to a large enough mass of people.
Exactly. And she was basically, cause people seen the jig early. People seen that she was getting $5 to $10 do-rags, and she was marking the price up to $80. So that's just a fucked up thing.
It
off
is.
That. The first time I ever seen her mention outside looking in, I thought people was hating on her. Because one of the things that people was bringing up, because I was like, do-rag store sounds kind of iffy, but whatever, who gives a fuck? I seen people hating on her because the little signature on her the little sign.
Right.
People were saying, "Oh, it's in cursive. People not gonna know what kind of store it is." I was like, if that's what she want to do, just let her do that.
Nah,
but,
I thought that was dope. Honestly, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I thought it was dope also.
I thought it was dope because it doesn't matter what the logo is. It doesn't matter if you can read it. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was an animal, if it was something that Vivian Westwood's is the I mean, I don't know what it's actually called, but a globe with a crown around it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what it is as long as you are able to attach yourself to the brand. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. What I was looking at when I said it was interesting is it's not something that's easily seen to say this is sustainable. But if she's able to make it work, this is motivational.
Yeah, I think she dropped the ball heavy because
she fucked up completely.
She had the people do the do-rags. She didn't pivot at all. She just sold do-rags only.
Exactly.
Like, why didn't you start selling like hair care products in there? Why you didn't?
She could have did 1,000
T-shirts or
different things. She could have did 1,000 different things. Even the way her logo is designed, she could have sold that to different. Like, she could have marketed herself as a high-end fashion influencer. You know what I mean? Attached herself with different brands. Tried to. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds like she had one idea and
that's it.
Ran it into the ground, abused it. Even the way that she went about handling the business was piss poor.
Bro, what? How many do-rags did she have to sell to even get that storefront? It couldn't have been easy to get.
I'm gonna say this: I don't think that she got the storefront off of. There's no way you could get that location off of do-rags.
You think she probably sold like a couple thousand and said, "Fuck it, I got enough."
So there's a story going around that she robbed her mother.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let's get into that. We gotta cap it because just right now, we was kind of sort of like praising her business. We were saying just saying if like outside looking in just the business, not her, just the business. Now let's get into her. Now.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick before we close it off. I was looking at it like if it works, even if it levels out. She doesn't make a profit, but she's able to keep those doors open. That is something successful in itself. You get what I'm saying? Because how I was looking at it is the power of influencers. Where she fucked up was pricing one, not pivoting. You know what I'm saying? Not creating different outlets, shirts and such like we talked about. And then the bad business so that now when something happens, it'll make it impossible for someone to align themselves with her and give that same opportunity. Yeah. Now let's get into, why she...
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
All right, so I seen this Saturday. I logged on Twitter around maybe like 4 p.m. So I see... She just had like a gang of tweets where she was just tweeting rapid fire and she was deleting the motherfuckers. She was just pretty much talking about how people was she made a mistake on one tweet and it ended her whole career and all that. Let me see if I got the tweet. I may not have the tweet. Okay, I don't got the tweet, but the tweet was pretty disgusting. It was pretty much saying she would make her daughter, she's gonna force her daughter to masturbate so she could like be more comfortable with her sexuality and some shit like that. That's pretty much what the tweet was. So people was she tweeted that the day before. Her business had to be failing like way before that. Before she, when your business if your business failing, it's gonna take you a couple months before you like actually lose your business because you gotta get your eviction and all that. You gotta get that shit a couple months and all that. Sometimes you gotta wait till your lease is up.
Right.
You don't just lose your business out of there. So she had been knowing for like months. She'd been losing her business. So the tweet had nothing to do with anything, but she was trying to blame it on the tweet, saying that people was doing too much on her, saying people was just mad at her because she was a black business owner, and then some people was like, no, this is why your business is going under. So this was retweeted. A young lady said, if y'all want something else to go in on, she don't pay her workers. Even had her mama starving at one point. So this is literally a voice note from the lady that owned the Durag store. One of her employees was working for her, and apparently she didn't pay the employee at all, and they were just pretty much trying to get their money back.
Well, real quick, just keeping on track with her mom, one of the tweets that I read was saying that she stole $500,000 from their family account, which left her mom broke essentially.
Oh, damn.
And you know, when she did it, I'm assuming that she locked anything else to where her mom couldn't get access to any of those resources that was made available by that money.
That's crazy. Yeah, $500,000. That's enough to get you a store in Melrose.
Nigga, for one, and then two, even if her parents had invested in, $500,000 is enough for you to do a lot and enough for you to fuck up a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And think about it. If she wasn't agreeing with her mom and had that access, like I do believe her mom might have went into this with her, with the idea that, hey, if it works, you know, we can do something. There may have been a disagreement, and then she did all of this shit. You know. Yeah. That would make sense to me.
She played off the strings of you Blavity niggas. Y'all was wearing the do-rags outside, the silk do-rags and all that shit.
Yep.
She played y'all.
She really did.
She played y'all. So let's go and get into this little voicemail or whatever.
I am not going to continue to keep having this conversation. I said what I'm going to pay, and that is what I'm going to pay. It wasn't a renegotiation. It was, this is what's going to be paid because you guys did not deliver the amount of work that I needed. This was your first 2 weeks, and I basically had to train you guys all the way. There's times where both of you guys are sitting around or on your phone or talking to other people in the workspace. What you were paid was the amount of time. That's what you're owed. It's no ifs, ands, or but. You can say legally or anything, but you have no paperwork binding me to my words. Verbal agreements mean nothing. So it's no legally nothing. Now, please, do not contact my phone anymore. If you have any questions, you can contact my grandmother. Do not speak to me anymore. Thank you. And again, no one's switching up. You guys did not deliver the amount of work. I was not saying that I was not going to pay you $16. I just do not agree with paying you $16 an hour for your first 2 weeks when you guys did not complete as much work as I thought when I originally priced your hourly rate. If you do not like it, that is not my problem. That is what I can afford, and that is the end of it. Thank you for your time here.
Hey, one thing I noticed on her Twitter, like her Twitter name is the Antichrist. This bitch is literally the devil.
I mean, yeah.
This bitch is the devil, bro. Has she never like worked a job? Maybe her parents, if her parents had $500K just to lose, maybe she never worked a job.
No, I don't think they had it just to lose. But
what job? Yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They got a little. She probably didn't have to work ever. What job have you ever worked in life where you just
nigga? None, never, none, not one, not one.
Where they base your pay off your performance, like.
Now I have had pay based performance jobs. Not one to where things changed.
Like sales?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you have a You have a like, distinct.
Nigga, everybody's done vector once. You know what I'm saying?
There's never been a job where, hey, we pay you $16 an hour. You get on your phone and you text, and they're like, oh, it's down to $12 an hour now.
No.
Get on your phone again. Oh, it's down to $8 an hour.
Nah, matter of fact, it's never been a job to where they didn't train you enough. They didn't teach you what they needed to do in a timely fashion.
Yeah, and she's saying she said,
And because of that, your pay is down.
she said she didn't have. She said she should feel like she shouldn't have to pay him because she had to train him. What job is out there where you don't get paid for training?
She had to train them the entire time. That's what she was complaining about. Like, woman, you probably gonna have to train them for a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should always be looking to train your replacement.
Also, nobody's gonna do your business how you think your business should be done.
Nope. Yep.
Because it's not their business.
Exactly. No one else cares.
I'm not
No one
sure
else cares.
how much training do you really need to work at a Durag store. You put the do-rags on the mannequin heads, and you put the do-rags in a Chinese thank you bag.
Hey, y'all.
That's all you do. You ring the do-rag up, $80.
Y'all ain't lying to these
Swipe the
niggas
card.
enough. How much is this do-rag? Today is $125.
Hey, today is $95 under the table. We taking cash only today. How much training do you really need to sell do-rags?
Like, bruh, she legit acting like she was stitching them together.
No lie, bro. Me and you could go in that do-rag store right now and work a whole shift.
Bruh, me and you could go in that bitch right now and make that shit successful. Like
right now, we go in that bitch, all three of us, right now, we go in that do-rag store, no training. How hard is it to sell a do-rag? We don't wore do-rags before.
Like, hey, man.
Like, nigga, this a silk do-rag. It sell itself.
Hey, go see my man Banks. He got tutorials going in the back how to tie your do-rag.
It's not it's not a used car, my nigga. It's a do-rag. You put that bit on, you tie it on your head.
Bruh,
that's why I say
any kind of way.
That's why I said
like,
this store was for blavity niggas that just found out they were black.
Yeah.
How do you tie this thing?
Yeah.
Do I tie it in the front with a bow? I seen Guap Dad 5,000 do it, whatever that nigga name is, 4,000. I seen him do it with a 9 in the front. Yeah. How do I do it like that, or do I do it old school in the back? Like man, I'm not sure what training you need to sell a do-rag.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't get none of it. I think that what she was depending on was more of social presence, like people that would bring the same kind of not to say in the not energy, but just like level of attention. You know what I mean? To where she was at, to what she had going on. But you got to think, it's hard for anybody to come in and say, I'm gonna market where I work just as much as the owner, when one, I'm not getting paid what I deserve. Two, the fucking store is the owner's name. Like, I have no leverage in this. There's no room for growth. Even like, what I'm gonna do, be the manager of a Atira Lyons Durag store? Like, nigga, there's no weight in that. You say you the manager of Walmart, they don't know if you manage 1 or 50. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
also, why nobody ever beat her ass?
bruh, she bought 4-3. I would have power bombed that little ass.
Bruh, if first of all, if I think I'm getting paid $16 an hour and my check is only $100 and something dollars, I'm not calling you. I'm coming to see you in person.
Oh,
I'm gonna be at that store.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh,
I'm walking that motherfucker like Goldberg.
I'm
walking that
of
bit
a
like
few ways.
I'm walking in that bit like I thought, bro, Groovin' Gorilla was. That walking like that. I'm walking like that in your store, and I'm trying on every do-rag.
Barney Rubble, yeah. I'm gonna kick this bitch down with these stone cold feet.
So apparently she had a salon also, and this is just real fucked up. This young lady, she tweeted, "My mom's husband Juan is an undocumented worker that completely remodeled her nail salon and do-rag storefront. She refused to pay Juan. In September 2021, we won the settlement against her, but have yet to receive anything. Fuck her." Wow. So he remodeled her store and her salon, and she didn't pay him. And she said, "Fuck it, you're not a legal Mexican, well, you're not a legal citizen.
That's crazy.
So I ain't paying you."
That's crazy.
She was just running around. What's going on in L.A., Banks? She just running around L.A. like she Pac.
Yeah, for real.
I'm sorry. If this would happen, she would have got killed in Duval.
Nigga.
If she would have had somebody redo 2 of her businesses,
definitely
she would
would've
have
got
got
to
she
that
would have got her face slit and thrown off Matthew Bridge.
Yeah,
she would be dead right now. If she would have one of these chicks out, one of these Duval chicks, not paying them,
Straight
that
up.
store would have been on fire, bro.
Bro,
What's going on in
like-
L.A.?
She would have been looking like bruh after Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, she would be dead in Duval.
It's too much leniency in LA. That's why. So motherfuckers just be talking all the time, and there's no action to a certain degree.
Yeah.
It just depends on what area you in. But I don't give a fuck if you on Melrose, Lancashire, goddamn Dankershire, and they ain't even no real street. You don't pay me, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's insane. Like, you can tell where she plummeted her business. I mean, look at this store for fucking nails and shit like that. You know, overdoing it. She was feeling herself. She was feeling herself. She thought that Twitter shit was finna save her.
You don't. That's fucked up. Like that happens a lot too in LA when motherfuckers don't pay, undocumented workers, illegal or not, bro. Like just be a fucking human being. Just
Now
pay
that
people.
I could believe, but shit, I'm talking about like in bigger markets, people are pulling all kinds of stupid hustles like this. I seen a spot somewhere they was making peanut butter and jelly, and I forget where it was at, dog. But it's just like, yo,
You could do that.
like,
You the king of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
yeah. But and speaking of which, that's what it's gonna be tonight after this shit.
I'm leaving you for dead. I ain't eating no peanut butter jelly.
But nah, like there's no influence in her close proximity. She has no pull on Melrose in LA to where it makes people want to go to these stores. Again, the niggas that's out there ain't trying to wear like silk durags.
It's too hot.
She should have just kept this shit online.
Exactly.
Oh, it don't matter. At the end of the day, it don't matter. She's just a terrible person, so fuck her, dog.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to think a good thing. Nah, she's just a shitty person. That might be why her story just didn't last. Cause
I was gonna say, this is karma.
She's just a bad human being, and just God said, "Bitch, you don't deserve this story." And just